Alrighty, time to change the anvil. Now we have a steel anvil for us to play with. Ah, very nice. Now you buzz off. You combine. And you go to the crucible. You're gonna get melt down. But since it's iron, it need to be a little more hotter. Now let's collect this back to make more pistons. More and more pistons. Well, do you remember that a while ago I complained that I could not find a way to increase my weapon smithy easily? Well, I was wrong. I actually did find a way to increase my smithing on weapon somewhat easier. It's just that when I make knives, I gain experience for weapons, as you might see here. And knives are not that difficult to make, I just make you right in the front of you. So you can see that it's very simple. But what actually make the knives special, and the important part of it is the material it's made of. As you can see, it's made of iron, and only iron. Well, if you might know, there is a recipe that uses iron knives, that is the shears. So for that reason I can heat up all the iron knives I made it and gain some weather experience. So if I raise the temperature of the forge high enough to melt down the iron, I'll get my iron back and I gain my experience. You see the point? So I can just keep making this iron knives all the time, and I will have experience for my weaponsmith and no material loss. Well, except the hammer. And of course this uses a lot of charcoal. All 5 melt down, so now I can just redo this. And just for those who not watch me play Root the Terrafirma Vanilla, you can also practice the blacksmithing of armor with the just making the stage 1 of the armor and then melting down, as you just saw that I melted down the iron helmet. But this is more difficult because it's not so straight as the knife, because need to make the first make the plate before being able to do the armor, and that take time and use flux. So if you have problem to get flux, you won't be able to train this very much, and because of that I can only make some of it. It's not fast as the knife, because knife I can make 5 into one go, but armor, as you just saw, I can only make 2 pieces at a time. And if you was paying attention, you saw that my blacksmith skill is a lot higher now. I'll try to go as high as I can into the armor and weapon before making more advanced ones. This just consumes a lot of time. This really consumes a lot of time, and also a lot of charcoal. So if you don't have much charcoal or don't want to have time, don't do that. Well, the armor on isn't really necessary. Different from the weapons, the armor, the only thing it gets better with the level is the durability of it. So it's gonna last more. While into weapons is completely different. It's very important to actually have a very high weaponsmith level. But I have got to a point where I cannot raise the weaponsmith much anymore. When I started, for every time I did the blacksmithy of the knives, I would get about 303 or 02%. Now I only getting 01% for every time, and I don't have to make it like five times the knives to get what I used to get with just one knife. So that's gonna take a lot of time if I want to master it. I don't even know if I want to master it after all. It would have a good reason to do that, but I don't know, it takes so much time. Well, I'm probably gonna do it, but I'll not do the armor thing to the maximum. I will just get to expert level and be okay with that. That's a lot. For those who saw me play my roots let's play, I have done a lot, as meeting a lot more than I have done that. And if I think that my weapons and armor there was strong and last a long time, here they're gonna last even more. So I'm gonna return to you when I have my armors meet to the expert. Oh, but before that, just to tell you, I run out of flax. That's not good. I'm gonna get some borax because I need flux now, and as you just saw it, you're gonna use it a ton of it. What I wanted to say is that you don't need to make the armor iron. The only reason I make it iron is because it gives me plenty of time to do all the steps. If you can make it with any material actually, like copper, that is the first one you can get, but that don't give me much time to work it, more than one piece at a time. See, this one is already getting cold a lot, and I left it there. So we can do this with copper, but we need to do like one at a time because it melts down so easily. Iron can be kept here to get the yellow and white without melting, because you need to bellow it to melt down, but that's at least more safe than the other ones. And since the iron gets cold enough to be working into the white already, I don't need to wait it for going liquid to solid, because that is very fast. So that makes my job a little easier, but I ended up using more charcoal. Okay. Alright, let us make the plate of the devil, because it is 666. Não é mais. It's not more. And here I did just speak Portuguese. Oh my god. Oh meu Deus. Alright, I have activity. Expert level on armor is met. So to make some... How the word? I don't know. Let's make the iron armor finally, because as you can see my bismuth one is pretty much damaged. So let's start with the boots. Let's do this quite easy, or not so easy. And here we have the iron boots. Now let's push those two hits up and let's make the leggings. But to be quite frank, let's leave the legs for later. And gonna make the helmet. Let's be a little more smart and making the into the order from the least damage to the most damage. The rest is the boots and the helmet. Then the leggings, and the most damage one is the chest plate. Alright, that thing should take a bit, and I'm doing that stuff again. Okay, let's do this. Let's get the helmet, place it here, and hammer it down. And here we have it, the rogue iron helmet. That was kind of strange, but it's okay. Now let's make the greaves, the second most damage armor piece. Let's see. Here we have it. Now for the last one, the chest place. This thing that get damaged by a crazy amount. And here we have it. It's all complete now. Just as usual, I like to make a comparison between them just to see the difference on how much it increased. This to this, we have some increase into the piercing, slash, pot, and crush. This actually don't seem right. Wait, what? I don't have that much. Ah, damn it. Oh no, it's right. I am wrong, as always. But now, here we gonna see the big difference. Then let us activate the advanced tooltips. F3 match 8. So now it should show the max durability of it. Remember, this was made a long time ago. So the next tier would have a more durability, but my smithing skills on both general and the armor smithing is a lot higher than the before, so it should be a lot of his durability. Let's see. Oh, don't show nothing because it's not damaged. So let's keep it, and it should appear right into the side. 4,000, 6,000, 4,000, 6,000. Well, it's not that much as was expected to be. but it's just one tier above. But I now look fine, like a warrior. I was kind of disappointed. I expect this to be a little more higher. Oh, I know. Remember this iron helmet I dropped? So since it was a dropped iron helmet, it don't have any extra durability. You now can see that in the sidebar the base durability is about 2050 and 500. So this has more than 50% more durability to last a good time. And taking this time, since I just remember that I have been watching other people play the game and all the videos, people talking, especially Minecraft. People like to use different language. To me, since it took a while for me to understand why they are talking different. Because I know that in English we have the words for the numbers, the 10 values, the 100, the 1000, but different from other people's. I say it like the helmet, 4011 durability. What I see around is people breaking down this number to like 4000. You have 4000 durability, 600 chest plate. Why? You have the name for it. Why make it with two different names for it? In my language we have numbers also, and the numbers just get bigger and bigger as it gets bigger. So for me to say 1 is 2 is 2, 3 is 3, but 10 is 10, 100 100, 1000 1000. If I want to say something in Portuguese like 1322, 1322. But in English people would say like 30 things. I don't know, I just complaining, wasting your time in this video, but thank for hearing me out, and I was playing why I stuck this weirdly and probably wrongly. So if this bore you to that. Now excuse me, I'm gonna get some iron to show you what the big deal about this one here is. This is the main reason why I make so much smithing. For armor and tools, the level of smithing only increases durability. Well, the same happens with weapons, but weapons have a bonus. And the final durability and bonus of any kind of specific smithing is the general smithing plus the type of it divided by 2. So I need to have both up to get a real good result. So let's get some iron. Well then, since now I'm gonna need a lot of iron, I decided to go back to my mining of rich limonite here and query it all out. And this is the result. Look at so much open space we have now. Do you remember how this was before? Look at all the square holes I have built. I take all the iron I could find out. But I'm gonna leave. Oh, there is one there, so I'll stay there. I'm not gonna go the trouble for just one piece of it now. I'm gonna leave the platinum, since I don't have use for platinum. So I took everything out of iron that I could find it. And it was a lot of trouble. I wore a lot of pickaxe doing this. and took a lot of time to do this also. And here we have the result. We have this barrel full of rich limonite. We have this one here full of vessels with rich limonite. And it has some more limonite here and some rock salt here. And here other stuff just lying around. Oh my, it was a lot of work, but at least this place is now clear out. But it is here that I'm gonna show you what I think probably is the most powerful feature of the cogs of the machine. Well, let's grab these barrels. I have all the 4 barrels with me, but I cannot move because I am overburdened. And I can only place one on my back, so I need to go back and back to home and back here. This is where the most powerful item of the cogs of the machine works. For those who remember, I made this wood box, and then I just keep spawning the U button, and I cannot see any use, only how to make this one. But as you can see, it has durability. I discovered this when I tried to use it to place it on the ground. Now that in the fact this woody box is not a component, it is something to be used, and since I have 11 uses before breaking. And what this is a portable chest. So let's put all our barrels here and all the wood we can inside this. And I have made a backup of this save because I might create a black hole. As you see, I place all that stuff inside the box. And now I'm gonna take this vessel that has my torch and my bed, and I'm gonna place the wood box inside of it, and then place the vessel in the ground. Now black hole could just appear right here from how much matter I have into a single spot. So the wooden box is the most powerful thing on the cogs of the machine. Aside the rest, everything else looks so lame, isn't now? Look, just think how much stuff is there. And I am carrying the wood logs. Imagine if everything was barrels full of vessels. How much stuff can you carry into a single one? I believe you could carry your entire base almost. That is very powerful indeed. Now let's go home and leave this empty mine to nothingness. What sees that I finally see something falling off the sky. It falling in that direction. What could that be? Do I have some change to the map? I don't think so. Was just my impression. Oh, we have some glowstone here. Oh, nice. More glowstone here. Here. Had some things lying in the ground. More glowstone, more gunpowder, vanilla stone. So they do fall, but I never realized that. What's this? Poor magnetite. That was interesting. That was very, very interesting. You see that? There's one. It fell just there. So it's around here somewhere? Maybe wrong. Well, found nothing here. Was it fake? I don't know, but it was very interesting to actually record that. Now that we're back, let's unpack the wooden box. Well, the first thing important to know is that I need to remove everything at once from it, because each time I open it, it's gonna lose some durability, and we don't want it to break soon. I still don't know what happens when it breaks down. Well, I sure hope it just become a normal chest again, so I can remake it. But I don't think that it's gonna be that easy, is it? So use it wisely. Now's the time to show you why I increased my blacksmithy skill so much for weapons. So while it's heat up, let us do this. We have something new to make. Let's make all the steps so we can make a certain kind of book. The Necronomicon. We finally have it. Okay. Just one easy step. Let's go to the dark science. Now I can pick what bag, glass bottle, string, or needle. Let's get these rewards later. I don't need the space in my inventory, so I can actually make this. Well, while it's heating up, let's make this little recipe here for the hammer. Very easy. And as you know, the only level my smithing that is low is the tool smithing. But different from weapon and armor, I don't have any way to easily increase it. The only way to increase the tool is making more tools. And it is kind of counterintuitive to increase it, because not only you want to make the more advanced tools so you can have more durability, but instead you should just keep making the low tier version of it, so they're gonna break sooner, and you need to make more of it, so you're gonna get more experience. Okay, now we have it heat up. Let's do a mace. So let's bring the mace here. And do the mace. And there we go, the mace. Now let's do the sword. No, I saw sword. And here we go. Now come what I mean. Let's place into the... Let's see. The basic raw iron mace, we have this much attack power, 240. But since I have all that skills of weapon smith and the general smith, it now has almost 4000. And the sword have it. They almost have double the damage they should be. This is why I make the armor, the weapon smithing so high, because it makes my weapons sharper. Just imagine all this with the when I make the red steel sword, having almost double damage. It's a lot of stuff. Just think about it. And I still need to test if the potions work really in percent or vanilla. If this work in percent, just imagine the strength potion 2 with the head steel sword. How much damage I'm gonna do into one swing? I'm gonna need to do that to kill the bosses more easily. Well, this was a very long episode and I showed you a lot of stuff. This has taken a lot of time of me to do all of this work. To you it's just this single half-hour episode, but for me it was like 3 or 4 days of work. So let me show the statistics on how much we are here already. We have already 4 days of gameplay. Look at this. So much stuff.